everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to do something smoky and kind of out of the box for me. I usually don't do two different tones on the bottom lid and the top lid, so it's really kind of stepping out of my comfort zone in a way, but in the same way it's still comfortable because it's a very warm look. I really liked the way this turned out. I can definitely see myself wearing this in the future. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching and I'll see you in a second. Hello everyone. So to start off today's tutorial, I'm going to just be using basically my Morphe 350 palette, as usual. I need to kind of expand some of my palettes, but honestly, this is like one of the best palettes I've ever used. I'm sure I've said that before, but it's just such great quality and they're such usable shades. Like I can use every single shade in this palette in almost any kind of look. So that's why I use it so much. I'm going to try and get some more colors soon, but for now this is what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to take a few of the transition shades like usual, a few of these up here, and I'm just going to work those into my crease. Okay, so now that I have a better idea of what I'm doing, I think I'm all set. Because I just kind of jumped in with the crease shades, not really knowing a particular direction. So now I got it and I'm super pumped. Alright, so I'm just going to be taking this darker brown. Like usually all my first few steps are the same, so I'm just going to quickly skip through those since I'm sure you guys have heard it a million times. And with that darker shade, I'm going to be taking it from basically outer corner to inner corner. When I first start blending the color in my outer crease, I focus it there for a few seconds, let some of the product come off the brush, and then start sweeping it in because I don't want a ton of pigment in the inner corner, but I want there to be a little bit, so there's kind of like that bridge. So I don't want too much, but I do want a little something just kind of circling the eye. Okay, so now majority of like all my transition colors are in. I'm going to take just some of these darker matte shades down at the bottom. I'm going to stick to some of the warmer ones since this is going to be a very warm sort of look. I'm just going to use a precise brush, and I'm just going to put that into my crease and my outer V and then just begin blending that. It's basically, once you start with these crease shades, it's pretty much all about blending. You just need to get those colors on and well blended. Okay, so it's that point in the look where you can kind of either stop here if you want to make this more daytime appropriate or something more wearable, or if you want to make this more of a nighttime look, then you can keep adding darker colors. I'm just going to go a smidge darker. I don't want it to be too crazy. And then we're going to go in with the lid shades. Alright, that's all I'm going to do for my crease shades. So I'm going to... There's hair in my face. Ooh. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's a very finely milled shimmer. It's not like this one. I don't know if you can tell. You can see it's almost like a foiled eyeshadow. This one's a lot more finely milled and isn't going to be as intense on the eye. So I'm just going to go in with my finger to start. If I need a brush, I'll go in and apply with a brush. But I'm just going to start with my fingers for now and just pat that basically wherever I didn't put those crease shades. Okay, so I put that shimmery eyeshadow on, and then I just went back in with one of my blending brushes and picked up a little bit more of those crease colors and just kind of touched that up to make sure the shimmer doesn't transfer too high on the lids and that's kind of contained and more precise but still blended. Alright, so that's basically all the lid shades. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my liner. I'm just going to be going in with my gel liner, not my liquid. I'm just going to draw a very thin line because I don't want any wing liner or really thick liquid liner covering up these really pretty eyeshadows. Right, so I did my liner and I put on my eyelashes. So I'm just going to move on to the face. I'm just going to speed up through that just because I know I've done it before and I might do a foundation routine sometime in the future. I don't know. So I'm just going to quickly speed through my foundation and stuff, and then we're going to move into the lower lash line, which is kind of like the main focus of this look. So I'm just going to jump right into it and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have my foundation on, and I did my brows, went a little stir crazy with them, not gonna lie. But we're gonna move past that. So I started doing my lower lash line, and I realized I forgot to press record, so we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. So I'm gonna be taking my gel liner, and then just like the back of a brush, and I'm just going to run that on my waterline. Now that that is on, my eyes look very weird. I know I never line my waterline with black. So moving on, I'm going to take the black color from the Tartelette palette, Fashionista, and a really tiny precision brush. I'm just going to like set it, but then as I'm setting it, I'm going to kind of, let me see if I can do it, flick down. So I'm kind of pulling some of that powder down so it's not going to be as harsh in the waterline. So now that I have that and it's kind of flicked down, I'm just going to take a little dome brush and buff it out just a little bit because I don't want it to be too buffed out, if that makes sense. I just want it to be ever so slightly buffed out on the lash line. So I'm going to be taking that same precise brush, I just cleaned it off. I'm going to spritz it with some setting spray. And I'm going to be taking this gold. I'm actually going to be mixing these two gold shades right here. And I'm going to be dotting that on my lash line, not in my waterline where I put that gel liner, but just in my on the lash line, just to give like a gold pop to the look. Just really load up the brush because you're gonna be trying to cover black, so you need quite a bit of product for this. And then just build up that color to however intense you want it. And then just to let you guys know, I did take that gold color all the way from the outer corner up until the inner corner because I still want to leave some space for an inner corner highlight. But just to kind of give you guys an idea, the entire lower lash line, or just do however much you want, but I'm going to be doing the whole lash line. Okay, I'm not going to lie, it took a lot of layers to build up this gold color. Not sure why, it's very pigmented, but I just really want the gold to be able to stand out against the darker lids. So I just, you know, I kept re-wetting the brush and just going back in so that way it's as intense as it can be. Then I also put on an inner corner highlight, which can be any like white, pale, pink shade, whatever you favor. Excuse me. And then I also put on some lower lash mascara. So the last thing to do is to just put on some lipstick, and I'll be right back. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. In case those of you who were curious, I did use NYX Liquid Suede Lipstick in Soft Spoken. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!